Alright, over blue. Positioning stuff, I guess. Big one for this one. This was good positioning, you waited well. You covered Smiths well as well. That looked like a bit of lag. Probably just need to be up a bit earlier if you wanted to challenge there, I think. Right there, you probably need a bit more ball cam on. Like, right here as you're going back, you probably want ball cam on a bit sooner just so you have a bit more awareness of when it's going to get hit at you. I can understand not wanting to get stuck in the corner. You got a pretty good save, but I think it could have been a bit better. It's like here, after this. This indecisive bit where you went like, this like stutter stepping here wasn't so good. If you just sat on the back post, you probably would have been in a better spot for it, I reckon. Yeah. You went to the middle of the net, you made it hard for yourself. Jules messed up though, where he went, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. He went into the middle of the net. It was a good save despite Cyrix scoring. I don't think there's too much more you could have done. Maybe just your positioning if you waited a bit more on the back post is like the only thing I could say. Because you kind of put yourself in a hard spot. Sorry, here's probably not so good to go for. Because if we take a look at Fly, if we just look at the touches that you two have, it's probably better if you stay in net, because if you look at where the rotation is, for here, you and Jules are like right on top of each other, so this is because you haven't taken off ball cam this whole time, I think, is why this has happened. But that's probably a better touch for Jules to go for, and then you to stay behind and basically cover him if he messes up. So let me go back to here and let's see what happened after that. So this is fine. I imagine you've got no boost at this point. I don't think you've picked up any boost. This is all fine by them. Right here you're probably pushing up a bit far, I think. Because you have no boost. Like I'm assuming you have no boost here, but I'm pretty sure you have no boost. You pushed up a bit farther, I think. Taking that corner boost is good, but I think you're pushing out maybe a bit too far afterwards. Maybe try and sit like on that boost pad or around it, because Express is going in, so it might give Jules a better passing option. Where you went is okay though. You are in a spot that is open space. It might just be a bit hard for Jules to get. So Smiths is flying for something crazy there. This turn, this is kind of the same thing that happened with the other one. How you positioned yourself is kind of weird. You kind of, how you turned and faced away is kind of not so good. So how we could fix that is probably here. This is like the really bad spot. This right here is really bad positioning. So you probably want to be behind the goal line here, facing forwards. This is definitely, I think, because of where you positioned to start off with, that you got into such an awkward spot here. And you don't want to go out to that because Express is going to beat you like every time. Yeah, it just ends up in a goal. So I think it's definitely where you're positioning in defense that needs work. You need to decide, this is really odd too. So you're going back here, why are you going so quickly back? Let's look. This is fine. Probably want ball cam on a bit sooner once again. Oh, actually no, this is fine. Yeah, you want to be going back and turning around. So this is where both Jules and Smiths, I feel like either one of them should pressure or pass back. I'm not sure who has the option here, but one of them should be passing back. So Smith's touch there was the bad touch. This touch here was like super duper bad. That touch right there just gave them possession again. Because if you had a look, if Smith should run this around to the right, you had Jules and you there, so it just gives your team more options. And you ended up covering it okay, and Abyss didn't, and whatever team they are now didn't play it so well, but it was only because they didn't play it so well that you can get punished hard for it. It's a good pass by Smiths. Good turnaround. That's all really good. So you need to be on these early. I think if you can get on a bit earlier, so like run a bit more towards the wall here instead of towards mid. Although it looks like you're trying to get a pass out towards mid to pass like that, but I'm not sure. I think that was a Smith's bad. Yeah, this was what I was talking about, how, see how he trusts. This is something you don't want to do against a team as strong at aerials as this team, because Jules getting this is kind of like, it's a 50-50. That looks like a complete 50-50. So Smith's going forward that hard is pretty bad. I think cheat a bit harder or bump them a bit more afterwards. For that one there. It's fine. You need to take your time here though. Good try at a pinch. So this pass here, I think Smith's actually messed it up. Oh, he got bumped, that's why. So what were the other options you could have done here? Let's see, so you went here, did that. Actually no, you had no options, you're recovering. Maybe if you didn't move forward, Smith could have hit you a bit easier, but he got bumped, so it's going to be hard. This rotation is kind of odd. I don't know if I like how this happened. So Jules is rotating back to net. You are in net, but it's like the way you're facing. You want to be sideways when you're on the line, so it's going to be hard for you to save a shot that goes behind you here. If a shot goes behind you top left, you're never saving that ever, so something to think about when you do that sort of position there. If you can get back post, it's ideal. Good save though, good recovery after. Didn't have any more time with that, so that's just the best you can do. This right here looked really hesitaty. Jules just kind of hit it to them afterwards too. This is really bad. Because what happens after this is, because you both go for this and both hesitated, like Express didn't even hit it and Jules didn't even get a good hit. So if you're going to wait on the ground for Express to not hit it, you need to get a big clear for it to ground bounce, basically. I think Jules was going for a 50-50, but this is kind of bad. I don't know how much boost you have, so it's kind of hard to say what you should do. So like right here, you probably don't want to go for the aerial if Express has boost. It's just the communication there between you and Jules really needs to be on point so that you don't both go for that, because if you both go for that, it's probably going to be a score. Decent 50-50, I wonder if you could have got a bit higher though. Try and get, when you're 50-50 for the air, try and get above your opponent, because you were up before Adzi, so let's see, like, you're about the same distance as Adzi, you're up like so much earlier than him, so try and get a bit higher on the ball so that you can hit over Adzi, because if you'd hit over Adzi here, you'd hit the Smiths, and then, I'm not sure if they have a keeper. Yeah, if you manage to hit the Smiths, you guys have got all this free space, so for this one you should focus more on getting above over Adzi, because you've definitely had initiative. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, this is how much initiative you had, so if you get over Adzi here, you guys score a goal most likely. Although Jules rotated out instead of going for that boost by the looks of it, but you know, if Smith's got a good hit back to you, then you can still score. Let's go back a bit so we see what happens after. That's fine. Stalling time. I don't know where you're pushing out now though. Not so good. I don't think there's a boost there. Definitely left that open. Yeah. You seem to like... You're doing what Dreamy's doing and like pushing out really hard. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Like right here, you don't have possession, so you don't really want to push out as hard as you did. Because pushing out as hard as you did, like, you're not going to get a clear to you. I mean, you are in open space, so if they did manage a clear, you'd be there, but it was, because both of them went for it, it ended up leaving you guys open. And now we get to see how you make a massive, bloody, ridiculous comeback. So this is just good pressure. That's good. Puts off the crossbar in a hard spot. Express just got the save. Pressure, keeping up the height. Good rotation too. Probably should be having ball cam on there. I don't... Like right here, I think just grab the little boost. Grab the little boost and stay up, because you going out of this rotation here could have... If they had cleared it, Smiths didn't have anyone to hit it to, whereas if you'd stayed up, he could have hit it off the back wall and you would have been right there with all that open space, because they weren't ready. Well, that's interesting. Right here, what Smiths did was kind of bad. He kept moving as you were trying to pass it to him, which made it really hard. He grabbed the boost and then yucky. All of this is pretty yucky. Like, missed the ball, grabbed the boost, and then, yuck. Just doing donuts. What are you guys doing here? This should have been a goal 100% of the time. That was so silly. See, pressure here. Nice, nice. This is the touch that's kind of... I don't know, it doesn't... It worked out this time because it like pressured Adzi, but This is a touch I kind of want to get you guys to avoid doing, which is the just like bumping it mid. But that was because it was off of Express, so that one wasn't your bad so much. But I noticed that you guys tend to have a bit of a habit where you'll just hit it off the corner to mid, and that just gives the defender a free clear. And takes one of your players out of the play, and actually takes two of your players out of the play if they have two people, if you have somebody go in for the pass. This touch here, very risky, and I don't like it at all. Dreamy was doing it too today. It's just not the time to do it. So the time to do it is as they're rotating back, not as they're rotating into offense. So the thing is, you guys have just come off kickoff, and it's this is the weird kickoff as well. So you're probably better off just leaving the ball here and catching it on the wall, and even just like stalling the time. So yeah, definitely anything is better than hitting it mid there, I think, because Jules had to get a pretty tough save. And that's kind of bad. Yeah, two people go, but whatever. Right here, maybe a bit more ball cam. I think you might be able to go for mid and